But we have him here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Karl Anthony!
So it's nice to be here. I'm actually a little depressed tonight. Thank you for playing along. I was looking through my checkbook and I have reason to be depressed. I don't like to talk about money, but I have a goal. My goal is to make enough money so that one day I'll be able to buy a chin. You people decide to know what I'm talking about, okay? You folks right here, there you go. I have no chin, I have a neck that keeps going. I'm tired of my profile looking like that cartoon turtle from Highlights magazine. Draw to me, win $500. Either that or I look like Beaker from the Muppet Show. Well, Muppet Show fans, good to see you. That's what got me my wife. So I just recently turned 40. 3 years ago. I had to go to the doctor for an exam. Well, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't really know at the time that I was going to have to get the prostate exam, but I had a problem. I couldn't pee. I had the desire to pee. I had the need to pee. I couldn't pee. I didn't know what was going on. So I go to the doctor, and it's a brand new doctor we got through the HMO. This guy's 28 years old, barely out of out of med school, had a cookie duster mustache, wearing puka shell necklace, and a Hawaiian shirt. Guys walk in, he goes, "Here's a problem with your unit." I'm like, "Oh, I'm so happy to see you." So I explained to him what's going on, and he says, "Well, let me give you a full physical since it's your first time here, and then we'll determine what we're going to do." So I go through the whole physical, and he goes, "Well, I think I'm going to have to give you a prostate exam." I'm like, "Oh, great." He's like, "I'm not that excited about it either. Like, if he would have been, it would have made it better for me." So, assumed a position at the table, he lubes up his hand, and off he goes. And he's back there, and he's like, "Okay, Karl, I don't want to alarm you, but there's something on your prostate. I don't know what it is for certain. I'm going to have to massage it a bit just to make sure it's not a polyp. You're probably going to get an erection. Don't be embarrassed." I got a strange man's hand up my ass. What could be more embarrassing than that? There it was. Oh, and then he left the room. Didn't he want to cuddle? Let me tell you, folks, there's nothing lonelier than driving home by yourself with a butt full of lube. Let me tell you, okay? A lot of you that were in the green room at Pleasure Island know that for 3 years, my wife and I were in the foster care program. We had 2 kids. We had two foster kids. We couldn't have children of our own, so we decided we would have 2 foster kids. And those of you who are in the green room know that I basically lost my fucking mind. For 3 years. We had two kids. I had a 9-year-old boy named Kevin, and I had a 13-year-old girl named Succubus, Queen of the Damn Ruler, Sub-Level of Hell and Evil Souls. But in human form, we called her Stacy. I got to experience her first menstrual cycle, her and I alone at the house. She was in the bathroom, I heard his voice come up, "Karl, I'm bleeding." Put a Band-Aid on it, you'll be fine. She's like, "Oh, I'm bleeding from my vagina." So I called Dawn and I go, "Honey, Stacy's got her period, what do I do?" And she's like, "Go to the store and buy her some product." I'm not one of those guys who's embarrassed about going to the store to buy product. I couldn't care less. I have no problem with buying product. I just had no idea you ladies had a whole fucking aisle devoted to your vaginal needs at the Winn-Dixie. Why do you need that much stuff for your vaginas, really? Guys, we have tough actin, tenactin, we're fine, we're good. So I'm looking at the list of the litany of things to buy her. I'm like, well, there's Maxi Pads with wings. Maybe it's a little too advanced. Maybe she should walk before she flies. So I got her some tampons. So that'd be cool. Tampons would be okay. I had no idea, okay? Where were you when I needed you? I go home with a box of tampons and thinking she can handle it. I open up the bathroom door, I throw in the box of tampons, back away before she spews blood, from her demonic pit. And, oh, I didn't mean it like that. Okay. All right. And she's like, what am I supposed to do with this, you son of a bitch? I'm like, hey, language, young lady. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my father. No, to talk to your father, we had to sacrifice a clove to an animal, now wouldn't we? But, so I'm trying to explain to her how to use a tampon. Like I'm suddenly the tampon expert in the house. I'm like, honey, if you got it, you take it out of the box. Oh, Jesus, God. You take it out of the box, you stick it in your... Just put it up your... Oh. If you open the door, I'll show you, okay? I didn't show her. I went to the store and I bought her a book. I'm not making up the title of this book. It's actually at the Walden bookstore. It's called What's Going On Down There? A frank discussion of teenage girls' sexuality. Frank discussion does not begin to describe this book. I read it in detail before I gave it to her. There's chapters on sex, sexual positions, premarital sex, childbirth. There was a chapter on oral sex devoted, a whole chapter, oral sex for 13-year-old girls, in detail with pictures and diagrams. I'm like looking at it going, the pleasure of the man orally while the penis is inserted in the mouth. Make sure you can stop the shaft and the testicles thusly. I'm like, hey! Rip those pages out. Even my wife.